What is up? Welcome to another video from TriNorth Studios. Today we're going to look at ray tracing in Fortnite. Recently added, we have ray trace reflections, ray trace shadows, ray traced ambient occlusion, and my favorite, global illumination. We're going to dive down first though. We'll check out some reflections, some things I need to explain about ray tracing. Then we can move on. We'll check out some water, some shadows, and some other wonderful little pieces that I find interesting. I am playing in a map by myself, so no one's going to shoot me. So if you're looking for action, this is probably not the video for you. But if you want to see what ray tracing does, let's take a look. Right off the bat, as you can see, full ray trace reflections means that you can actually see what's behind you. I can see someone running up from or behind me in that building, which is kind of beneficial if you're playing the game. Right off the bat though, you will notice that the quality here is a little misleading. When you move side to side, the digital noise from the ray tracing is a little pronounced, which is more than I usually see in other games. However, it's not something you notice unless you're staring at yourself like I just did. The other cool one that's come in here is ray trace shadows, which again is another awesome feature. Gives you accurate shadows. The global illumination also pulls the direction of the sun so that those shadows all face the same direction. So we have a wonderful presentation as far as the realities of lighting go. Again, hey, it's fun to watch yourself run across the windows. Although that car looks pretty messed up. That's not good. Well, we'll pretend that that's a feature, not a bug, and we'll go from there. But Fortnite, jeez man, that is something. Well, we won't worry about that. It's not my game, and it was free. Let's run down to the water, though. We'll take a look at the cool reflections that come off the water. I'm kind of a fan, to be honest, of reflection detail, especially when it's accurate. Cube maps drive me nuts, because when I see a cube map, I know that it's definitely not the reflections that I'm looking at. It's just some other texture that's portraying itself or pretending to be something that it's not. But we don't have that here. Look at that. We have the reflections coming straight down off the water. We can see the reflection detail of the little hut there. We got the detail off of even the boats, the trailer, the tents, the bridge, the works. So it's a nice clean look. If I go over here, you're going to see the reflection of the trees, hills. The only thing that doesn't seem to come through is the smoke from that QUINJET over there, but you know, I'll take it. It's fine. No biggie. Some other things though to consider: full ambient occlusion. That means the dark spots appear dark and the light spots appear light, so we get that extra shadow detail under smaller objects, the rocks, things like that, which is always nice to see. The other thing is we get the nice lights that shine off of objects now, so we got the flashlights and things are all there. Here's a nice interesting piece there. You can see even the gaps in between the shadow there, which will usually blend together in Fortnite. Here you don't see that, but then you will see, I don't know if you noticed in the reflections there, but the detail is lower. You get a lot of digital noise, and that's something that comes along with ray tracing, and there's a lot of people out there trying to figure out how they can solve that problem. There's a pile of different ways you can go about that. I'm sure at this point with the DLSS and ray trace support that they have in here, they haven't done a lot to counter that, so you get a lot of digital noise in the reflection detail. Even if you look off the rock off of my own shadow itself, you'll see around the edges it'll have some fuzziness, and that's just a byproduct of the rays coming down. It's the way they kind of work. So a lot of time is usually spent to remove those imperfections, but usually, I mean, in all honesty, as ray tracing improves, this will also improve. You'll also see it in the shadows, or not the shadows, sorry, the reflections in the water. You'll see it have that little glossy kind of effect there that's just a little, it's definitely not as clear as it could be. It's less noticeable obviously in water and things like that, or on the reflections, because I mean, it's also water, so it blends in a little better. However, overall, you do notice it. It's something that's there, so I do have to comment on it. But the detail is good. I'm running currently around the 70 to 80 frames per second on a 2070 Super and a Ryzen 7 700X. So it is performance heavy. That's what the DLSS turned on. I gotta remember the extra S at the end. but DLSS is turned on. I'm running a resolution of currently 2K, not 4K, because I was not getting a nice frame rate at 4K. But I wanted to turn everything on, so I took the performance, or I took the 2K hit, and in all honesty, it looks absolutely fantastic. Is ray tracing going to change the way you play the game? Absolutely not. There might be a rare occasion where you're looking in a reflection or something and you see someone behind you, then maybe that saved your life, and cool. That's the one moment that someone might actually, you know, benefit gameplay-wise from ray tracing. However, the realistic and overall part of it, no one's probably going to notice. All right. Now, it's not going to go to sunset like I was hoping. I like to get those nice sunset shots, but I don't think this one's going to allow me to do that. But again, we'll come up here. We'll take a look at the shadow detail here. You'll notice that these ones, because they're a little further away, distance from the noise is a little less pronounced. Might also be on the ground, but you'll see it here. You'll see that noise, the digital noise going across the grass and things like that. Again, not something you'll notice if you're running around shooting your friends, but something you'll definitely notice if you're standing next to the shadows and staring at ray trace stuff. The coolest part, though, I mean, look at this. You got the sun coming down fairly straight up in the air, which means the shadows are minimal, and that's just something that's, you know, true. If you were going to look at a rock, you'd see the reflection, or the shadow, sorry, on the other side. It'd be little because it's right overhead. Same with this tree. It's like, what's blocking the sun? This tree. And can I see the sun? I can't see the sun. I can't see the sun. I can't see the sun. But now that shadow. But now that I get out, you'll see that I'm still lit and the sun is visible. If I go back to the shadow again, you can see it's not visible. The shadow's there, and I'm also not visible by the sun. Pretty cool stuff. So accurate lighting is a wonderful thing. I'm a huge fan. Is it going to change the way you play Fortnite? Hells no. Is it cool to play with? Heck yes. Do I think everyone should try it? Absolutely. If you got the horsepower, 2060 probably super and above, I definitely just turn it on, give it a shot, try it out. The game's free, so I mean, you're not losing anything anyway. And if you hate Fortnite that much, well, just don't worry about it. It's just Fortnite, and you can play by yourself, so you know, you don't have to actually play the game if you want to check out some ray trace features. So if you want to try it out, check it out, do it up. I recommend it for everybody. Also, while I'm recommending things and on the way out on this video, make sure you definitely check out TriNorthstudios.com. We got lots of content there, including more ray trace stuff, more so in Minecraft, because, you know, it can afford the performance hit better than modern games. But in all honesty, this is a wonderful addition to Fortnite. 10 out of 10 on the implementation. A little bit of cleanup needed on the noise there, but it's minimal. And again, not something you're going to notice in motion. So stay awesome. Thanks for watching this video, and check out our other stuff, TriNorthstudios.com. Peace.